Hey everybody, it's Sherry from Mature Beauty Studio, and I wanted to hop on today to do a little pretty in pink eyeshadow look for you today. I'm going to just do a little priming today. I'm using a NYX white eyeshadow primer, and I just wanted to show you what that looks like. Sometimes I just go ahead and use my brightening highlight, and today I'm going to use this NYX just because I want some really good payoff with my eyeshadow color. So it's important to get rid of any eyelid discoloration and just get that down to a nice matte shade so you can see what that's doing. And I think primer, no matter if you're using your highlight or some other product, is really important. I think the older we get, the more discoloration we have on our lids. And even if they're a little oily, you're not going to get the maximum look for your eyeshadow if you don't prime. So that's why I always just take that extra few minutes to go ahead and put some primer on. All right, now again with that Mama, which is that pale pink shade, I am just gonna go ahead and start just kind of layering that on. And this is such a pretty color. Honestly, it looks beautiful on all color eyes. It's just that really neutral pink. And sometimes I go out just with Mama on because it's just a pretty color. And we'll go ahead and do that other eye. Just kind of give it a little bit of a wash. So kind of back and forth. These eyeshadows are super pigmented, so you don't need a lot of product. So you can see I just kind of dipped it in once. And kind of make sure that they're even. All right, next color I'm going to go into is going to be that dusky purple called Lullaby. I love that color as well. And if you have hazel eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, purples are really, really a pretty color. Now you're gonna notice I'm gonna go above my crease. I'm leaving my eyes open because if I just put this color in my crease, you wouldn't even see it because once I look, the kind of hoods take over. So I'm gonna reach up a little higher with that brush and go in with this color Lullaby. What I'm doing is just kind of building up some depth to my eyes. And we also want to make sure you kind of blend those colors together, which isn't hard to do with these eyeshadows. They just kind of go into each other really beautifully. So blend away. So now we have Mama and we have Lullaby. Now I want to go in with that shade that looks so kind of magenta looking, but it's so pretty. I was kind of intimidated by that shade, I gotta be honest. I didn't order it for the longest time, and then I saw other people using it, and it's like, I gotta have it. So that one I'm gonna just stick more to the outside, so I'm not gonna go in further than the pupil of my eye. And again, just a little bit of color. Isn't that gorgeous? Just kind of this burgundy, rich magenta color. And you don't need much, just a little goes a long way. So we're just going to kind of put that almost just right under our eyebrows on that outer third of our eye, just to add some really pretty depth of color. I'm going to blend these out in a minute, but I just want to kind of get them on, make sure I have about the same amount of product on both, and then just kind of use swirly motions just to kind of blend all those colors together. Just like that. All right, and don't worry if you get any fallout underneath your eyes. With cream makeups, that's super easy to take care of. I'm gonna go in with my highlight color and clean that up in a minute. Next shade is this gorgeous color called Kin, which has a little bit of a shimmer to it. And now I'm gonna take the domed end of my eyeshadow brush, and I am gonna just basically place that right at the end of my eye. So I'm gonna come down and then go out. So kind of a V is what I'm doing, just placing a little color there. And don't worry again if it's messy, because you're gonna blend this right out. You just kind of wanna get your product placed and then you can blend. Okay, same thing over here. Put my brush right in that crease and bring it down. So in the crease and create that V. And I feel like I got enough product, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of swirl it and blend it again. So you can see what I'm doing is keeping the darker shades to the outside of my eye, and we're going to keep the lightness towards the center, and that's going to make our eyes appear bigger. That's always what you want to do. And I probably need a little bit more here. And the next trick I want to show you is taking that darker shade, in this case Kin, taking the domed end of my brush, and I'm going to bring that right under my eyes and use it as a liner. So instead of using a really harsh, I just hit my nose with it, typical. Instead of using a harsh eyeliner, black eyeliner, which are going to make your eyes appear a little smaller, we're going to just take that dark shadow and come in about halfway and then just kind of smudge it in. So you can see what a difference that makes from this eye with no shadow underneath to this one. It creates just a really pretty smoky eye, but again, it's soft. And with mature eyes, we want to keep it kind of soft and pretty. And I just love using the shadows for this. I think this is a really nice way to do it, and it's super easy. All right, so I got that done. And again, you can just take your fluffy end and kind of just marry those two together, blend them a little bit. And now I want to clean up. Like I said, I maybe have a little droop, a little fallout from my shadows, and I want to create a nice line that's going upward because we want lift. We don't want anything drooping or hanging. That's the name of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and find my brightening highlight that I used. Just take this little end, and I am just going to take any of that fallout that happened and just kind of lift and pull it right up there. So that's going to clean that right up. Gives it just a nice, clean, even look. Same thing on this eye. Just kind of pull that highlight up. And when you're doing that brightening highlight, we're going under our eyes and kind of creating that upside down triangle. And that's going to bring some bright and light to your face. So, and again, down the center of your nose. I already did this, but I'm just showing you kind of where that brightening highlight would go. And down the center like that. So super easy. All right, now, if you really want to add a little pop, this is a great everyday look, but if you want a little pop and you want a little shimmer, then I would go in with either a really kind of sparkly little light eyeshadow. This one's called Unicorn. And I'm going to just dip my pinky finger into that. So if you want the most payoff for a shimmer, just use your finger. That's going to lay the product right where you want it and not disperse it. So I'm going to put Unicorn right in the center, right in the corner of my eye there, almost kind of in my tear duct. So you can see what that did. It just brought some pop to the center of my eye, and it just gives it a little shimmer, a little interest. And on this eye. Isn't that pretty? I like that. All right. Now, finish up with a little mascara, and we are good to go with our eye look today. I love the pinks and purples. I just think they're so pretty. I think I was probably intimidated by using some of these colors. I always thought I should be super neutral and just go with browns. And the more I started experimenting with these colors, the more I realized that anything can be a neutral. You can use pinks, you can use purples, you can be green, as long as you're not going super dark and intense. They're all neutral and they're all beautiful, and they kind of bring out your eye shade depending on what you're wearing too. So I have learned to love eyeshadows again, which at 63, I never thought I would be doing this. Honestly, I never thought I'd be doing makeup tutorials at 63, but you never know what life is gonna throw at you, right? And this has been a true blessing for me. All right, so now I had my mascara on. I did use Thrive today. So if you guys haven't tried Thrive, it's a really awesome mascara. The other product I used was the NYX, which is the white eyeshadow primer. And then my other products were all my Seint Beauty products. So if you need any recommendations for colors on eyeshadows or any of your makeup, if you haven't tried our cream makeups yet, everything comes in one palette. So you can carry one awesome palette around with you. And they're magnetic, and all your cream makeups, your eyeshadows, everything goes in one. So if you'd love to give this a try, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to color match you and get you started with Seint makeup as well. Take care, everyone, and have a great day. Bye-bye.